Hello, we have Katrina with us here today. Thanks so much for joining us, Katrina.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Awesome. So, Katrina is one of our incredible clients inside of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, and she's just doing amazing. And I'm so proud of you, Katrina, for everything that you're doing. So, we're really excited to hear more about you and what you've been working on.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we'd love to hear more about you. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and what type of coaching you're doing?
Okay, well, I'm a registered nurse. I still work at the hospital in the med-surg telemetry floor, and I'm transitioning to becoming a online health coach. So right now I'm doing both at the same time. I help nurses and moms and single women lose weight quickly and sustainably, so they could have like more confidence and credibility as healthcare professionals, as mothers, so we can become role models of health for our families and our communities.
I love it. Yeah, incredible work that you are doing. And I know you have had such a transformation. Can you share a little bit about the transformation that you've had?
Yes, so 4 years ago, actually in around May in 2022, I was that overly stressed out, overweight, and depressed nurse working on the floor. And I was having dizzy spells and low blood pressure from chronic dehydration. I would only drink like 700 mLs of water during my shift because, we get so busy and pulled in so many different directions. And so I decided, like, I've had enough. I need to make a change. And my manager also noticed, and she said something about it during one of my performance reviews. And so I knew I needed to do it for myself. So what did I do? I hired a health coach. It was a 6-month program, and I learned so much about weight loss and the truth about health. So, and within that 6 months, I lost a total of 28 pounds, and
Amazing.
my life completely changed. The experience was life-changing, and I knew I could help other nurses and other moms and single moms do this.
Absolutely. Yeah, such an incredible transformation. I love that you just learned so much. You got amazing results, and now you're here to help other women do the same, which is so powerful. And I
Yes.
love that we have this vehicle with coaching to be able to transform other people's lives in such a deeper way than we can do at the bedside. And so I love what you're doing. So, when we first started working together, can you share kind of where you were at and where you wanted to go?
Yes, when we first started working together, I was actually in another business mentorship, but I felt lost. I did not get the support that I wanted. Although there was a group chat where you could ask questions anytime. I didn't really know what questions to ask, and so I felt that um, like nobody really was reaching out to me. And that's what led me to Heather. She You texted me like directly, and I was shocked. I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is like multi-millionaire business health business coach directly like text messaging me, offering me her services." And I was like, "Oh my goodness." I felt like so special. And so the investment was overwhelming, but she transitioned me. She gave me like a Kickstarter program where I got a feel for her services, and it was a no brainer. It was like a very minimal cost to have access to her for 1 week. And when I saw that like she truly cared, and I went ahead and she helped me get the financing to be able to afford the program, and just like that I was in. So I love that she actually like personally reaches out to us to ask us how we're doing. Even though like we get really busy, we can get really lost in busyness, but it's nice to have somebody, uh, reach out once in a while. And also, she looks at our social media. She likes them personally and comments on them. And I absolutely love that. I did not get that type of support at all with my last mentorship. So this is truly high touch.
Yeah.
And that's a difference.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I know that's what we pride ourselves on inside of the academy, and working with my clients. It's so important to me that I have a really deep relationship and a human connection with my clients, and really showing them that I care and that I truly care about you. And that was very kind of you to notice the fact that I reached out to you. And I love the fact that you saw the Kickstart was such a no-brainer way to be able to have access to ask questions to me for a week. And so that's a great starting point before jumping into the academy. So I love that you learned. I know on our cash flow Kickstart call, you mentioned that you learned more in 2 calls with me than in a previous 7-month program. So it's just incredible to see the progress that you're making. And I know what a difference it makes, especially when we're starting out, to have people reaching out to us, to check on us, to see how we're doing, to take the time to pay attention to our social media, give us feedback on what we're doing. I know it makes such a huge difference. And that's why, I've created this the way that I have, to make sure that my clients are getting like really high touch, really incredible support. And then I know in your testimonial, you also talked about, our client concierge, Corey, who's reaching out to you and checking in on you as well. And she's so amazing. And just everyone in the academy is so awesome. So I love that you've been having such an incredible experience. And we'd love to hear what you've accomplished so far during our time together. I think you've been in now maybe around 4 or 5 months.
Yes.
Awesome.
So in the beginning, I realized that there is this big gap between employee and online business owner. And so there's a lot of like fear, unfamiliarity. And I realized that there really needed to be like an identity shift. So the first few months, that's really what I was working on. And you have been really supportive in us like working on our self-development, not just like occasionally with our mindset coaching, but every day. And so I love that, because I was already working on that, but for you to validate that, how important it is, as well as like me seeing that you were doing it yourself every day with Brendan Burchard and all your other coaches, that was it showed me that you embodied this desire for growth.
Oh yeah, I love that so much. Absolutely. And that's really what allows us to continue to grow and learn over time, is, working with mentors, that daily mindset conditioning. And I love that you mentioned the identity shift, because that really is what we work a lot on, because it is such a shift going from a nurse to an entrepreneur. And so I love that all of this has been so helpful for you as we've been working on these things together. We'd love to hear, specific things that you have put together, specific results you've had in the academy. I know you've grown so much with your courage on social media. You've made so many improvements to your program. So we'd love to hear about all of that.
Yeah, so I think this is posting on social media is something that is really scary and new for new online business owners. And so it's not about perfection. In the beginning, I just posted whatever, and I didn't even really edit. It was just raw, whatever it is. I didn't do second takes. Just post it. Don't be perfect. Just do messy action. And I've gotten some attention, especially like with my colleagues. And so I've actually the 2 clients that I've signed on so far have been colleagues.
Awesome.
And so actually within I think the first couple weeks of working with Heather, I signed on my first client just from the courage of just offering.
Yeah.
And I love too that when you brought on Kelly Roach and the Miracle Hour, and well, I tied the two things together where, hey, Heather actually like signed me on by directly messaging me. And so and I'm like, this is what Kelly Roach has taught her, and Kelly Roach herself is doing this. Like, why am I not doing this? And so that's what I started doing, just boldly like telling everyone what I do, and then like even like texting certain people and following up on them, knowing that it's gonna take probably 8, 9, 10, 11 no's before they even say yes. So I got over that fear of like rejection, where, okay, it's okay if you say no, but know that I'm gonna text you again. And
I love it.
because I truly want to help you, and I really believe in my product.
Yes.
So and that's the thing. I learned that people don't really know what they want. They know what they want. They just don't know how to get there, and they just need to get over that fear of making the decision. And so it's our job to help them get over that fear of the decision.
Yeah.
So that is like a huge thing that I've learned. And it's what helped me get those couple of clients.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, helping them get over that fear of making the decision, just helping them feel empowered to take action towards their dreams and their goals. Yeah, 100%. I love that. And what would you say to someone who is thinking about joining the academy, but they don't know whether they should or not?
Well, it's a big investment, but it's going to be totally worth it to have that support, because it's hard to do it on your own. Like, you don't even know where to start, and it's so hard. It's so easy to get distracted and pulled into so many different directions.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have some support, not just like from Heather herself, but it's like already a lot of support from Heather, and then on top of that, she gives us like a personal concierge, and on top of that, she has an assistant, Cassie, that's always there to help as well. And she's always speaking through us every day through her social media, talking about the fears that we face every day. So it's like constant like reinforcement of, hey, you're not alone. We're all going through this together, and there's other people in the academy going through the same thing.
Yeah.
So get that support. It'll be worth it.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's, one thing that has helped me grow as quickly as I have been able to is just having that support, right? Someone to bounce ideas off, know what direction to go, how to, have that accountability to keep moving forward, know that we're not alone, right? And so I love everything that you mentioned there. We would love to hear, what your favorite part of the academy has been so far.
Well, my favorite part, again, is that you guys are always reaching out to us, and it's so easy to like get lost to in like disbelief, but because you have that like reinforcement like every day and every other week, and we have Zoom calls, and you're bringing in like other people like Kelly Roach and Tracy Litt. It's very high value. It helps us. So that has been my favorite so far.
I love it. Amazing. And we would love to hear what you're most proud of yourself for accomplishing so far.
I'm so proud that I've gotten over some like fears of like posting, and also that I've been reaching out through DMs, which I never
Woo!
have before, just getting over that fear of rejection.
Yeah.
I think that's huge. I mean, like having a business is really about relationships with people and showing them that, hey, I have this like amazing product, and yeah, I can help you. And just, yeah, having this opportunity to help people change their lives for the better.
Yes, definitely. I love that. How do you feel now compared to before we started working together?
Well, definitely more confident. more supported. And there's a lot more room for improvement. Feel like I'm barely just like getting my toes in the water. But hey, I'm like 2 clients in compared to last year. So
Yeah,
that's huge. That's like from 0 to like, almost 10,000
yeah,
for and just from coaching, just from sharing my knowledge. And
absolutely.
I'm getting them results, and I'm really proud of that.
I love that. I'm proud of you, Katrina. The fact that you are just moving forward, even when you're scared, and just taking that action. I'm really proud of you for the growth that you're experiencing and the progress that you're making. And we absolutely love having you with us in the academy. You're amazing. We'd love to hear more about your program. Can you tell us more about your coaching?
Yeah, so it's a 6-month weight loss program that is focused mainly on whole foods, plant-based eating, and principles of lifestyle medicine. And it's not just about weight loss. It's also about learning how to be healthy inside and out, and putting on that identity of a healthy person. I tie into that our bodies are a temple of the Holy Spirit, and to honor that, to honor our bodies, and use it as a way to honor God, and to basically put on that identity of health as like a role model to other people, and as well as the growing in our identities in Christ.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. And it's so true that our bodies are temples. And so just really, glorifying God through taking care of ourselves is everything. That's beautiful. What do you love most about online coaching?
uh, I love that I get to work with people on like such a personal level, and even though it's like virtually like this, there is still like a connection that is made, and I love that I get to do it anywhere. Like
Yeah,
I'm sitting at home, and I'm able to help people just sitting at home, and I could be like traveling, and I could do it like from my hotel room if
yeah,
and just the freedom that it provides. So hopefully, someday I could transition into doing this full time. But for now, it's a transition, and it's all good. The journey is all good. It's really important to enjoy the journey, not just the destination.
absolutely. I love that so much. And the freedom is just incredible. Nothing compares. So, really being able to help these people from anywhere is so cool. And yeah, so we'd love to hear where you see yourself going, what your vision is for the future.
Well, I eventually want to transition into like more group coaching, starting with like small groups of 3 to 5, and then moving upwards to maybe like 10 to 15, and like just go from there. Eventually, probably have a podcast
Yeah,
and post more on social media, uh, like be more visible, because right now I'm on Instagram and Facebook, but I know I need to work on like LinkedIn and YouTube and other platforms. But right now, what I'm really focused on is those direct messages, knowing that that's how Heather was able to help me, and that's how I'm gonna be able to reach people.
yeah, absolutely. Through those connections, through those relationships, absolutely. And we're excited to help you continue to grow to more platforms while you're in the academy, since we cover, all of that, and with the podcast, the YouTube, all of that. And it'll just be really exciting to continue to grow and learn and be able to reach more people. So that's really exciting. And where can people get in touch with you? How can they, reach out to you?
My Instagram handle is at New Self Coaching. And my Facebook is my name, Katrina Schramm.
Amazing. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Katrina. We loved hearing about your business and everything that you're doing. I'm so proud of you. Again, congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're so welcome. All right. Take care. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.